at Proclamation News and Gatherance. Ladies and gents, it's Proclamation News and Gatherance with the prodigious, the prominent Professor Johnson. It is the first Saturday of the month. It's Saturday, the 5th of June. I want to say thank you, everyone, for coming through. Hallelujah. We survived. We're surviving COVID. We're surviving to live another day. I want to live life through the word of compassion. I want to live life through the ascetics of life. Purely of the ascetics of life. No alcoholism, no narcotics. Living the best life possible. The safest life possible. When you enter the UK roads, you want to plan your destination from A to B. You want to get there the safest way possible, not under the influence of alcoholism, narcotics. You want to check your engine and water coolant tank, making sure they're topped up to maximum level. Check your PSI limits in your tyres. Make sure you've got maximum PSI in your tyres. Check for speed cameras. Checking your speed is important. You shouldn't have to check for speed if you know the roads. You go on the A12, in between, you want to be doing about in between 60 and 80. On the motorway, again, 60 to 80 miles per hour. Don't break the speed limits. Dual carriageways, normal roads, normal, built up town areas, 30 miles per hour. Some maybe 40, depending if you're on the back road, like a beach road, long beach road, maybe possibility 40. Always look out for speed signs. Why break the speed limits? Because you're under the influence of alcoholism or narcotics, or you got on alcohol at the weekend. You got sleep deprivation, so you're naffed off. You want to get to your destination ASAP. So you're driving like an idiot. Why? Time and forbearance in everything in life to live the best possible safe life. Why be an inhumane idiot? Anyway, check for further speed cameras police have on board. Giving way to police signs as well and actions. If they put their hand out to stop, stop. Why not? Checking your centre mirror and your wing mirror before turning, acting into safe, sufficient directional choice. Because you can have motorcyclists overtaking or cyclists. This is all my knowledge upstairs. I haven't got no notes I'm reading this from. It's all my knowledge upstairs. Let me just show you as well. I've got notes to come up in a minute, but everything I talk for the first 10 minutes, it's all methodical approach I do day-to-day regime. So I always say, think safety, think first. Think how you're tackling the UK roads. Oops, let's turn that camera around. Hang on 2 seconds. You can see what's that cross in front of me. That you still see me on the camera. There's no notes there. Look, it's my methodical approach that I do every day before we enter the UK road awareness. I wasn't asked to do this. I wasn't prompted to do this. I chose to do this. I've got compassion for people, a lot of people. Or should be a good influence for the whole democracy. More people subscribe to my Proclamation News and Gatherance. More people should help share the channel, help build a better establishment. I've got widespread jurisdiction. Most politicians, they read from notes. They write notes down. They've got a lot in their locker because they've done their academic integrity, same as me. They've got a lot in their locker. But when you're speaking off the cuff, being etiquette in style and pragmatic in sense, being optimistic, flamboyant, you've got all the cognitive skills to have a great talk show, then you're looking in the right direction. You're going to get positivity, absolute positivity to support democracy. So why isn't the democracy not supporting me? Why is the democracy not coming in? This guy has got a great influencer. We're going to follow his channel. Anyway, before we go into the accidents within the UK, I want to give a massive shout out to my sponsors. Anyone can make that change. Everyone has a lifestyle of indulge, if it's alcoholism, food, narcotics. You need to make priorities. Your body is your temple. You want to be the best version of you can be. You want to get the best aspirations in life. We've all got goals, all got gains. I've got goals and gains every day of my life before I hit the tunnel, the dark tunnel of death. I've got goals and gains. I've got wisdom I want to leave for, young youth of today. Think I want to be like the professor, the prodigious, the prominent Professor Johnson at Proclamation News and Gavin's, because he's trying to influence the democracy. Why not try and, live a life like he did? Add that life of purpose. You can put everything behind you and move forward. Make that change. Change can happen. Look after your physical appearance. Become adequate. Become professional. Professionalism is important to us all. Anyway, if you suffer with anxiety, depression, maybe it could be a relationship or the job you're in. You need to make that change. But I've got something to help you on your way to make that change, to make you love yourself again. Relax-uk.com. Helps with all like anxiety and depression, all different products. Change your alcoholism narcotics for these products to start feeling better. Make your mentality stronger. UK relaxation shops selling various ranges of products on relaxation, travel, well-being, biofeedback, sleeping, and natural products. PSS alarms. You want to make sure you're safe. This is why I'm giving out all these products. You want to make sure your body's fueled and your priorities are safe. Your equity. A lot of people have equity, but what is your skill? What's your skill set? Are you happy with your skill set? Do you want to make change? There's adult learning courses out there to make that aspiration change in your life. Free adult learning courses. If you're suffering on universal credit, you can't make that change. Anyway, Proclamation News and Gavin's is proudly sponsored by PSS Alarms. Very adequate and pragmatic works carried out. All areas covered according to insurance requirements. This is a friend of mine's company. He's carried out works in Harry Kane's stepmother's house in Hertfordshire, Potter's Bar. He's carried out etiquette works in Essex, such as Casbah Restaurant and many more big businesses. You can have installation and maintenance of intruder alarms, fire alarms, CCTV. All works guaranteed and certified to SSAIB standard. 24-hour call-out service. All works guaranteed and certified to SSAIB standards. Can provide CCTV for pubs, clubs, restaurants, or new business setup. Secure your business. Mention Professor Johnson for an extra discount. Secure your home. Secure your business. Your safety and priorities within your business are paramount. So think safety, think first. Secure your equity. Make sure you get a pen ready for a number. Mention Professor Johnson for an extra discount. Make sure you do that as well. Get a pen ready at the ready. Pen ready. You want CCTV to make your equity safe. So you need a pen ready. 07908. That's the first 5 numbers. 07908. The last 6 numbers is 216142. Please call Tariq Khan on 07908 216142. If you didn't have a pen ready when I said get a pen ready, that is your own fault. 07908 216142. Secure your business. It's the best security systems out there at the moment. And he's very polite, but very etiquette in style and pragmatic percent because he doesn't smoke. When you have a business person come around, don't smoke outside your property, throwing fag ash everywhere, or go nipping over to a pub lunch. You want a professional person. This guy is a wise man. Tariq Khan is a very, very wise man. Could be well related to Sadiq Khan. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, aren't we? So it could be related to Amir Khan. The Khan family is a string of family, good families, professional family. He's etiquette in style, absolutely, because he's good at his job. He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink. And exactly what you want man your property. And possibly children, if it's, you got a business, you got a hotel, perhaps your children coming in at the company. You don't want the person's sort of doing your CCTV to have a cigarette, maybe go for a pub lunch in your hotel and go back to work, do you? Effing and riding. So you want to make sure you got professionalism coming into your property. Believe me, it does happen. I've seen it happen. Anyway, car accidents, incidents in Clacton on Sea, Western Esplanade, heavy traffic, Holiday traffic. Heavy traffic on Western Esplanade both ways between Westcliff Beach and the South End Pier. Holiday, oh, so this is South End. Holiday traffic. Traffic expected to worsen as people come to the coast for the holidays. The 5th of June, this was reported at 11:15. This is holiday traffic today. 11:15. So if you're thinking about heading to the seaside, also in Clacton-on-Sea, partially A120 partially blocked, accident, slow traffic due to accident on A120 eastbound before A133 Hare Green interchange on the 5th of June 2021 at 20 to 12 noon. First reported. So it's only reported a short while ago. And I'll give a few, main seaside reports because people might want to take their children out. Give you an idea to plan your destination before heading off. A47 accident, slow traffic report of reports of slow traffic due to accident on A47 at A1243 Pasture Road, Gapton Hall roundabout. Police are on the way to investigate on the 5th of June 2021 at 11:30 a.m. So guys, I'm great for business. I'm great to share and subscribe to my Castbox and my YouTube channel. And I'm on Facebook on Proclamation News and Gavins also. Make sure you get involved. Subscribing helps. It makes change, doesn't it? It makes change for us all. I can give you all kinds of advice, nutrition, human biology advice, any advice you need. You need to come to me with your, like I say, a problem solved, but it's a problem shared. A problem shared is a problem solved. A problem halved is a problem solved almost, isn't it? You can come to me with, if you've got any constructive criticism, you're more than welcome. Please do. In Enfield, A121, partially blocked, accident, queuing traffic report of reports of partially blocked road and queuing traffic due to accident on A121, high road both ways at Traps Hill. Reported today, 5th of June 2021 at 12:15 p.m. Near Harrow in London, A40 Western Avenue, queuing traffic. Congestion to travel time is queuing traffic on A40 Western Avenue westbound from A437 Long Lane, Hillingdon Circus to M40 Junction 1, Denham roundabout, Uxbridge. Congestion to Target roundabout and northbound from White Hart roundabout along the A41880 Rushlit Road. Most likely people heading to, who knows. Anyway, 5th of June, 9:05 a.m. first reported. Last but not least, I'm going to give you a bit further afield just in case you are travelling home from work. This last car incident, then we've got UK politics, criminology in Essex to see what's going on with the inhumane reptiles in the world. A11, queuing traffic, holiday traffic, travel time is queuing traffic on A11, both ways near A1065, 5 ways roundabout. Holiday traffic, travel time is around 10 minutes on the 5th of June 2021 at 10:32 a.m. first reported. This is Proclamation News in Gavins. Thank you ever so much for everyone tuning in today. This is the prodigious, the prominent Professor Johnson at B&G. All about politics, all round politics. Is the world flat? Is the world round? What do ants eat? How do snails move? I've got to remember these answers because I've got to answer them all in a minute. What do ants eat? How do snails move? If you guys ain't going to answer it, I'll answer the question. And how long is Great Britain in length, in miles, and width in miles? and I'll give you the answers. Election watchdog admits errors in reporting Tory donations. The UK's election watchdog has admitted it previously incorrectly registered donations to the Conservative Party. The Electoral Commission had reported that the party accepted £10,000 in November 2019 from a company dissolved 3 years prior. But the watchdog has now said this is an administrative error, adding the party had in fact reported a donation from a different firm. It added it regretted any confusion and the record will be corrected. Additionally, the Commission said the Conservatives had advised them that the party had inaccurately reported donations from another company. A Conservative Party spokesperson said, "We welcome this decision from the Electoral Commission and we will continue to work with them." Earlier this week, Labour called the watchdog to investigate whether the donations had breached electoral transparency laws. Under current legislation, parties may only accept donations from a UK registered company if it carries on business in the United Kingdom. In its regular reporting of political donations, the Commission said that the Tories had expected £10,000 from Stridewell Estates in November 2019. Government records indicate the firm has been dissolved 3 years earlier in November 2016. The Commission said the party had in fact reported a donation from another firm called Kirkley Property Company 2 Limited, and it had incorrectly confused the two because they shared the same address. Official records show that the company was set up in 2006 and is still active. Business Insider, which first reported the story, has previously quoted a spokesman for Stridewell suggesting it could be a mistake. The watchdog added it's still working with the party to establish details of donation for another company, Unionist Builders Limited. The Commission has reported that the Tories accepted £6,000 from the firm in 2017. Records show the firm dissolved 6 months earlier in January. The Commission said the Conservatives had admitted incorrectly reported donations from that firm, but give no further details. It said it remained in a contract with the party so that we can publish the correct information and provide transparency with the voters. They stay here for question time. I've got about 1 more minute to read this out and then for question time. Labour Party Chairwoman Annalise Dodd said the confirmation that the Conservatives inaccurately recorded a donation amounting to thousands of pounds raises more questions than it has in answers. We urgently need to know where the money came from. Meanwhile, the Commission has also admitted it incorrectly registered details of another donation to the Conservatives in late 2019. It had previously said the party got $3,250 in December 2019 from a company called Landcap Development Eversley Limited, which was disbanded 12 months prior. But it said that the party had in fact reported a donation from a still active company, Landcap Limited. It again said it had confused the two businesses because they shared an address. It is understood the watchdog discovered that error after registered donation was brought to its attention. I just want to show you something. I've got 2 phones. This phone is on Castbox, yeah? This phone's on Castbox. Proclamation News and Gatherance. I'm going to give you the honest truth. I don't cheat. I've got notes in front of me when I talk about criminology, when I talk about politics. But when I talk about these questions and things like that, and the start of the show, which is about 10 minutes long, it's all my own optimistic, flamboyant self. And I'm going to prove you're right now. No, that was right. See, if you look on that, you can see. Hang on a minute. I'm going to turn it so you got that, because that is my notes from what I was just reading about the elections and watchdog watching on Conservatives. So what I just said a minute ago about the questions, can you remember? The questions that I was just talking about. The questions I was just talking about. What do anti is? Well, the first one was the world round or flat. What do anti? How do snakes move? And how wide in width is in Great Britain and in length? I'll give you the answers. Hey, Kay, how you doing? The world is round. Ants eat anything sugary, plant-based, raspberries, strawberries, anything sugary, as you know. Snakes slither. Because I could ask, these are common questions. Great Britain, this is a common question. In miles, the length of Great Britain in miles is 600 miles from Land's End to John O'Groats. From width to width is 300. Got to eat them watermelons. Yes, sir. Did you like that one? No. Did you like my watermelons? Watermelons are very, very healthy for you. The most watery fruit out there, and probably one of the best fruits to keep you hydrated. Absolutely. It's good for your nutrition all over, as I won't say too much. You know, I'm trying to run a prodigious show. And I love you guys coming through, supporting me. Talk about criminology. I know, you know, most of you listeners, you're part of the aristocracy. You are both observed and you're both preserved. You know, that's why I like to call you part of the aristocracy with me, because you listen in. It takes a lot of patience to listen in and take some initiative in. So get some takeaway points as well. Maybe you want to start your own show, but a different, I don't know, you might want to start on a total different content. Your segments might be totally different audience. You might want to build your own show. Influence different communities, different things in life. You know, I could have easily done something about athleticism if I wanted to. I've had my years spent in athleticism. I might be still looking after my nutrition, my health as best I can, but I don't really want to do that. My academic integrity is history and politics, so that's what I intend to do, because I'm getting long in the tooth. I'm getting wise, aren't I? So I'd like to give a bit back to the youth for today. Criminology. People think about, you know, offending, re-offending. Why would you? Why would they want to? All the inhumane occupants inside the UK. The government give them PIP. The government will support these mental health. They call it mental health. If you go and stab someone, oh, he's got mental health. Oh, let's give him some PIP. Then we go down a pub and buy more drugs and drink and re-offend. Why do they do that? Why would they do that? You're looking at many years in prison. Carrying offensive weapons, I think 6 years in prison, isn't it? Arson, you know, doing arson, setting a light to someone or someone's car, someone's hair, someone's house. You know, you're looking at something like in between 8 and 10 years in prison, or possibly attempted murder. Yeah, I think attempted murder is about 12 years. Why would you even bother? You know, you got this. It's mens rea habilitation, isn't it? The thought of killing someone, mens rea, cause and provocation to humanities. Listen to this. In Essex, a woman scared for life after a man smashed pint glass into face at Colchester pub. This is absolutely shocking. 20-year-old Lucy Noble had more than 350 stitches after the horrific incident. What the Essex police have to put up with day in, day out. What, you know, police, you think girls been beaten up? Who's been involved? Her family have been, you know, aggravated. The police have been aggravated. The NHS have been aggravated. So when you're thinking about offending someone, you're aggravating not just that one person. You're aggravating a series of a community. And the community only get behind her and put the other person behind bars in the end and make him suffer or her suffer for, you know, possibly for many years to come. They deserve it. Why would you do it? Why would you want to smash a pint glass over someone's head or in their face? She looks, in her picture, she does look quite bad, but not as bad. I don't know what it was like beforehand. So, oh, Lucy Noble's injuries after the attack. She got a black eye. She has got a bad lip and a chin. She's obviously hit the floor. So, yeah, it's not nice. She's a 20-year-old girl. No one deserves to be hit with a glass. A young woman has been left scarred for life. A man smashed a pint glass into her face at an Essex pub. On the night of the attack, Lucy Noble, 20, has been enjoying drink with friends at the hole in the wall of Colchester when she suddenly attacked from behind with a pint glass. So a man's hit her with a pint glass. She could be the next supermodel. She could be the next actor. This guy has now taken her life away. She might not want to be none of that. She might just want to be a, you know, a 9 till 5 working as an office assistant. We can't make judgment what her life plan is. She's still a young girl. She's got the rest of her life ahead of her. She does not deserve to get her face deranged. Being scarred for life makes a bad impact on your life. You know, if I didn't get the biggest kicking I got as a young pup when I was 18, just 2 years younger now, I got jumped by 15 blokes. I'm not saying, you know, I know how she feels. You know, I still got the kind of looks to become the model, but not the model I wanted to be, unfortunately. I could have been a model, had an easy life. Could have been working for Hugo Boss or Armani or something, you know. Easy work, isn't it? Easy to get paid, but because I got my head kicked in by 15 blokes, hammers and base back, kicked in the head, your life differs. You have to struggle. She's got to struggle now for the rest of her life. 20 years of age. Lucy, who is partially sighted, suffered deep cuts to her cheek, neck and lips, and lost more than 4 pints of blood as a result of the attack. She could have lost her life. The 20-year-old first encountered the attacker, James, a bloke, James Booth, when he stepped in to stop him hassling a woman outside the pub. Booth became hostile and made an inappropriate gesture towards her. Lucy headed inside to tell a friend what had happened, but Booth followed her and made another gesture towards her, leading to the altercation. It was then, as Lucy was speaking to the bartender, that the glass was shattered over her face. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Lucy said, I had my back towards him and didn't even see it coming at first. I didn't realise what happened. I went to put my hand to my face and I couldn't because I had glass hanging out of it. The next thing I remember was waking up on the floor after passing out because I lost lots of blood loss. The whole thing was traumatic. My friend Kai was standing next to me when it happened. He kept hold of me and was holding onto my neck so it didn't bleed out. Other people in the pub ran out to get hold of him, but Booth until the police got there. So, you know, the thought of offending someone, everyone gets antagonised. Everyone gets into some sort of conflict in life. This is what I'm saying, make that change. There's no point getting in, you know, alcoholism, narcotics. Alcoholism is the biggest threat to us all. I don't drink. I haven't drank for 4 years. I'm never going to turn to drink because you're in a pub, someone don't like the shirt you're wearing, they're going to take the mick out of you. You're going to cause conflict straight away. You're going to be upset. He's embarrassed in front of your friends, in front of your pals. If you're from Essex, he's just been embarrassed in front of my pals. Said I've got a pink shirt with flowers on it, taking the mick out in front of your mates. You're not going to like it. It's causing conflict. Don't put yourself in that situation. I had glass in my mouth, in my tongue. Lucy was taken to hospital, but COVID regulations meant that her dad would arrive at the pub and couldn't stay with her. I was in so much distress, she said, being in that room alone, and it was horrible. I had a altercation to my cheek that was 10 centimetres by 5 centimetres. It was a flap of skin that was peeling off. I had glass in my mouth, in my tongue, my lip, and it got stitched back together because a shard of glass had separated my lip. It then had a deep cut along my neck from the impact and a broken jaw. I had robust blood vessels in my right eye and a lot of little cuts across my face. The glass only missed my jugular by 5 millimetres. You're very lucky to be here. Very, very lucky to be here. I don't know what your I don't know what your thoughts are about, you know, people just thinking about offending for the sake of offending. Why did that guy offend him? Maybe he didn't get his own way. Just didn't like him, perhaps. That's usually what happens. Guy has a drink, chats up the woman, didn't like it because he got knocked back. Now he's got to attack the woman. We don't know, you know, we don't know what happened behind closed doors, but I'm just surmising, why would she get hit? Does a woman deserve to get glassed by a man? Absolutely not. I can safely say I've never glassed a woman. I've never punched a woman in the face. Never punched a woman in the face in my life. So why is a guy smashing a bottle in a woman's face? Essex crime. Teenager stabbed by a man on moped with a machete near Tilbury Tesco Express. It's not a laughing matter. Women don't deserve to be abused. But a man doesn't deserve to be abused by a woman either, just so you know. A teenager was reportedly slashed by a man on a moped close to a Forks supermarket yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, June the 2nd, at around 4:55 p.m. Officers were called to Montreal Road in Tilbury, Essex, to report a man attacking a teenager with what was described as a knife or machete. Montreal Road is a central road in Tilbury, close to a Tesco Express and the Tilbury police station. Along the road is a long shopping parade as well as a number of residential properties. When they arrived, they found a 70-year-old with sustained injuries to his arm and buttock. Paramedics were spotted nearby and the air ambulance was reportedly landed in nearby Cola Park. An East of England ambulance service spokesperson said, "I can confirm the East responded to an emergency call shortly after 5 p.m. regarding an incident on the Dock Road of Tilbury." Remind me to talk about the Dock Road in Tilbury, because they've got a big, what's the name, park going there, like Pleasure Hills. They've got a big park, massive park being built there soon. Multi-billion-pound park. It's going to be built in Tilbury by the docks very soon. I think they started building it now. We sent an ambulance and a rapid response car and the Essex and the Herts Air ambulance also attended. You can check that online. There's going to be a new theme park in Tilbury being built. I'm definitely 1,000,000% correct because I've got a mind like a sponge. One patient was transported to the Basil and Forest Hospital for further care. Officers carried out a search in nearby areas and are now appealing information. Anyone for information should contact Essex Police on 101, quoting the prime reference number 42 104 161 /21. Witness can also call Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111. If you do ever how do I react to constructive criticism? Depends if it's optimistic criticism. If it's inhumane, inappropriate, incompetent, incomprehensible, and then I just think you're numpty and just ignore it. What else can I do? But if it's something that is optimistic and helps build the show, I can only but oblige and say thank you very much. I can change slightly for this reason or that reason, but my academic integrity is history and politics. And I think everyone that is listening, I might have 2 people on YouTube, but I almost have 200 subscribers, so I'm doing it every day. So people subscribing, not paid subscribers like all the other channels, they're subscribing because I am a walking, talking human faculty. Not blowing my own trumpet, but I can give you my resume on the top of my head. My cognitive skills: human biology, ex-professional boxer. I've done the manual work throughout my life. I deserve to be sitting where I'm sitting right now. I've done business management level 2, ECDL, ICT, information computer technology. I've done media studies. I'm doing PhD in history and politics. I think I deserve to sit where I'm sitting, if I'm all honesty. I was also a professional boxer for 5 years. And a short spell of an acting career. But it wasn't for me, so I knocked it on the head. So I think I deserve to be sitting where I'm sitting, saying what I'm saying. But yeah, please do give me some constructive criticism, if you don't mind. Criminology is something else that I've learned off my own back reading many, many books. If anyone else that is a good reader, anyone else that's got academic integrity of anything in university and can read. I helped my one of my good friends in university get through a university course on she's doing becoming a nurse. Human biology. I'm quite clued up in human biology and how to word things because English is my first spoken language. I helped her do essays, assignments to get through and pass. She's Philippine. She can speak English a bit, well, not great English, but it's a lot better than a lot of Filipinos. I helped her get through her degree, so I'm not absolutely out of my depth, I wouldn't say. I'm an artist. Anyway, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I'm just giving you that answer to your next question. The show highlighting Iran's rich artistic streak. No business like show business. Flux with a flow and flux with a show. You know, you got a lot of speakers. They talk about, so I don't know if they want, because I've done media studies. I don't know if media studies are about in older generations. You've got LBC, no disrespect, they're good. They've been going around for some time. They've got some young people like myself on there now. But I've done media studies. If you've done media studies, you sort of learn about the different types of newspapers, the different types of speaking. You've got your tabloid. I mean, the Essex Live is a bit like a tabloid, isn't it? You've got the Sun, you've got Daily Mirror, all tabloid newspapers. Then you've got the business class, the broadsheet newspapers like Daily Mail, Daily Telegraph. You know, you're talking about sophisticated people. Part of the aristocracy socially, as you've got some people might like to say, the upper class people, and the people that stay observed and preserved and go along with the academic integrity, what's in front of you. The show highlighting Iran's rich artistic streak with minimal support, minimal funding, because not everyone's subscribing while I'm trying to look after democracy rather than fight against it. The V&A Museum Epic Iran Show is the first British exhibition for a long time to give an overview of how Iran's complex culture developed over thousands of years. And its curator hopes it's a way to get visitors to think beyond Tehran's recent tensions with the West. When a major exhibition of the Persian art opened in London in 1931, it was the first chance for Britain to study up close of the culture of a country little understood by non-Iranians. It wasn't until a few years later the word Iran replaced the established name Persia. The V&A's Tim Stanley says it was regrettably that Britain then waited another 90 years to re-explore Iran's multi-faceted and fascinated artifacts. The new London show, which I'm going to show you some art after this, so stay tuned, give me about 2 minutes. He has co-curated, covers 5 millennia of history and culture. Yes, yet you still have to ask how much better our understanding is today than in 1930s, he adds. We start at roughly 5,200 before Christ, as that's this period of which written texts tend to survive. And we use some 300 objects to put back together the history of arts and designs in Iran. We felt the persistence and the continuity of the Iranian culture often isn't appreciated. Even in Iran itself, the story is broken up first into antiquity and then the Islamic period from the mid-7th century AD. We hope this is show people will learn about the entire culture up to what happens today. It's a way to get behind the news headlines, which is so often only concern conflict. The show is in 10 sections. One early object is a sumptuous rifle, drinking jug made of gold, and probably created some time after 500 BC. A rifle. I've heard of a pipe, and what's a rifle? Similar sort of thing, I'm surmising. It's in front of me. Less glittering, but equally evocative, is the Cyrus cylinder of the same period, the ancient cuneiform writing. It tells of the conquest of Babylon in 539 BC. The clay cylinder is normally housed in the British Museum. The exhibition contests are in the VAs and holdings and from other British, European and American museums, given how tense UK-Iranian relations have been in recent times. The show inevitably carries out a hint of cultural diplomacy, but it is unquestionably boasts some gorgeous objects. Stanley praises the unifying design of the architects, Gort Scott, who have created interlocking spaces to take their visitor from the early centuries of a modern gallery environment suitable for contemporary art. Ina Savakania, Sandman, that's a person, chose the recent work. She suspects many pieces will surprise people unfamiliar with modern Iran. Her family left the country after the 1979 Islamic Revolution and built up a remarkable collection of Iranian art. Give me about 30 more seconds, I'm going to show you my artwork. Often, people don't realise Iran continue to have an initiative, exciting, explorative sense, even since the revelation after World War II. Iran went through an incredible epoch in cultural dynamism of just the Tehran. Some of those modernisms look clearly Iranian to an outside view, and others less so. One of her favourite pieces in the show is The Veiled Woman, painted by Cyril Melkonian in 1957. The artist shows a woman emerging from the bathhouse. She has her chador, large scarf wrapped around her, and you can catch just a glimpse of her hand, holding it tight beneath her chin as she glances sideways at you. She says it's a reminder of how the Iranians avant-garde remain interested in the textures of local life. Before I head off, I'm going to give you a bit of my own aspirations. When I was 13, I was a mediocre artist. A lot better than always when I come back in my later years. I come back about 2018 back to my artwork. I was better when I was 13 than when I was in 2018. Wish I was 30, about 35. Yeah, 35. I'm 38 this year. So when I first started, but I'm back to almost where I was when I was 13, put it that way, or what I am better, maybe, just a tad. I was born in the postmodernism era of 1983. The Great Maze Escape prison, the biggest prison escape happened in 1983, Margaret Thatcher's era. 37 prisoners escaped at the IRA. 2 got in with handguns and 1 with a blade. And they escaped. They stabbed one of the screws and left him in a pool of blood. And dug a hole out the corner of the cell and got out. Hamratty was the last, I can't remember if Hamratty, James Hamratty was the last prisoner executed. I can't remember when it was. He was the last prisoner executed in England. He raped someone's wife in a car. He stole the car, shot the husband in the back of the head, and got away. Bedford Hill. It's quite a fascinating attack that was, because I can't remember, 2001. I broke down my first ever car, I believe. My first ever car was a Golf. Broke down. I was only going to Basden. I was doing my gym instructor's course, and I was a personal trainer, training people for boxing and etc. I'm own boxing gym. I'm just giving you a bit, because it's about arts and culture, how your lifestyle, what makes an artist. You need to know a bit about them. I'm not going to tell you my whole life story, but I was on the way to my gym instructor's course, which gave me my physical appearance. We're talking about body sculptures, nutrition, all that kind of thing, because arts and culture is important, isn't it? And I crashed my car on Bedford Hill. I was supposed to be going to Basden. I carried on going. I said, Dad, I'm near Watford. I broke down. My cam belt snapped. I was on the overtaking lane. My, do you know when you put your foot down, you've got your dialer going over. It was going that way. I thought, what is going on? Absolutely, I packed it. I packed it. I did. Packed it. I'm going to say packed it because I don't want to say a swear word. I packed it. So I had to get over in the hard shoulder. When that cam belt goes, that engine goes straight down. It doesn't go like slowly, so you can still move. It's literally going down. Your engine stopped. Your car's just rolling. No power going through your wheels on the overtaking lane. Imagine if there's lorries, 6 lorries on the slow lane. You're knackered, man. You're in a massive accident. You're dead meat. But I managed to get over in a hard shoulder. I rang my dad. He had a pickup truck back in 2001. He come pick me up because I didn't have breakdown cover with my insurance. But that's where James Hamratty done that murder. He's one of the well-known gangsters in England. The last bloke executed. This is some of my contemporary impressionist artwork. This is some artwork. Impressionist artwork. So when you come through to the show, it's not just a, you know, like I say, it's not just an optimistic, flamboyant, etiquette and style, pragmatic with stents kind of show. I've got some other cognitive skills. I've done manual work. I've done athleticism. I'm good. I was always good at computers as a kid. I think, you know, everything I've done has excelled at life. You know, I helped build the infrastructure. I helped build the park and ride. I put all the lampposts in the park and ride where I live in Essex. I've helped build some of the nice hotels in the town centre. I have lived a life. I'm not just sitting here as a bum, as you know. Some politicians, like Jeremy Corbyn, would have been fed through the silver spoon. He might not have done all this nitty-gritty hard stuff before life, you know. Some of these artists in the world are only just good at art, nothing else. Perhaps you don't know. We can't judge. I can't judge, but I'm saying you need to know a little bit about the artist, what they've done before art. And I'm giving you my bio. This is some of my impressionist work. It's good. It's as good as it gets. I'm not going to knock a visual artist. I'm not going to knock another impressionist because you don't know what your artist. You know what their resume is. You can't paint. You know, you can't paint a picture of someone else's fortune because no one knows. But when you buy art, you want to know a bit about the artist. That's why I'm doing it. I wasn't here to criticise them. I never put anyone down in life, even in boxing. This is big painting. I can't even show the whole thing. That's the whole painting. If I'm getting this is Bob Marley. Good paint, nice painting going on the wall. But the smaller ones are all 40, apart from the waterfall. The waterfall is 50 quid because it's slightly wider. Slightly wider, I think. Yeah, it's a good painting. I've got that 50. The other small one 40. The Bob Marley one is almost double the size. That is 8 quid. But yeah, if any of you guys ever want to buy any, I can't even. Actually, I'll send you a link. And you can always put money into my PayPal or something. Thank you, Paradishan. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, constructive criticism is always more than welcome. I'm not here to overtake LBC. I'm not here to take over any, all their politics talk shows. My show is different. Every show is different. My thing is to, try and support the democracy, give guidance, driving through UK roads. Important, isn't it? We don't enter the vehicle under the influence of alcohol and narcotic sleep deprivation. It's important that we make sure everyone on board have seatbelt adjacent to the car seat. It's down to you, the driver. Down to you, the driver. Why is it down to you, the driver? Say you got your mate, your passenger mate, he's 30 years old. It's still down to you as a driver. Because your mate might be getting into the vehicle under sleep deprivation. His cognitive skills ain't there. It's down to you, the driver. Is important. If you're getting in the car, you shouldn't get in the car driving if you're sleep deprived. You shouldn't be driving. It's down to you, the driver, to let the passenger on board know about the seatbelt. You are the pilot of the ship, the captain of the ship. You wouldn't drive a ship full of people if you was sleep deprived. You'd lose your job. You'd lose everyone's life. You've got to make sure you're fit for purpose when you enter a vehicle. You wouldn't let me operate in your heart if I had a night out with my mates. That's the protocol, You wouldn't let me rush you and your wife to the hospital if I was a taxi driver. If you see me out the night before on narcotics and alcoholism. I'm just about to tag you this thing on my my art page. I'm gonna tag it so you guys can see it. Open. 2 seconds, my lovelies. Yep, got it. This page. It's got all my. You can always have a little. Share it as well if you guys. It's got my little bio on there. You can see some of my not so good work at the start of the page. You can read my story. It's got a bit about my story on there, and then it's got them decent bits. The ones I'm getting published are all my good paintings. I've got absolutely hundreds of paintings. I haven't put them all over my social media yet. I'm gonna build this page up slowly but surely. A bit of time and forbearance. We're gonna have a shop up and running fully. Please shout it about, guys. If you do want to invest in artists, it's good to know a bit about the artist, where their life has gone, where's their life heading. I've got a page. I've I don't care if the world knows. I've set up an OnlyFans page. It's got everything I've done in my life. I've done acting. I've done professional boxing. When people want to buy stuff, they need to know a bit about your profile. I think I'll put some of my stuff on there, actually. You might see some of my acting and things on my page and my boxing and stuff. It's all on that page. It's my whole bio's on that page. I'll start building it up gradually, slowly, gradually, and then you can make your own evaluation of the artist. Is it worth buying? Is it worth investing in this man? Is he what he's cracked out to be? You look from my YouTube and see some of my path as well. I don't think I've got any boxing videos on there, but I've got some. If you check my name, Justin Johnson, you check my name on Google. I'm in Guinness Book of Records for boxing. I was a journeyman, so my record's not a Mayweather. I don't think I'm a Money Mayweather. I'm retired. I only had 8 professional fights with a head injury. Most courageous middleweight boxer that probably ever walked this planet. When you see my art page, you see where I'm coming from. You see from the start of the page, my bio, I've got a head injury, beaten up by 15 men. That's on the start of the page. You can see all the. You see, I was laying in hospital bed, lying there for dead. Just as what we was just speaking about, that young lady been grasped in the head a lot. She's come off bad. Yeah, she's come off very bad. Lost a lot of blood. I'm not saying mine was worse, because you don't know the after effects. The after effects are the same with any kicking, but I was told I couldn't walk ever again in my life. So I'm lucky. I was able to walk. I was lucky to do professional boxing, and I'm thankful that the BBOC took me on board and led me through a safe journey. If I'm honest, you think of Chris Eubank fought. He's now disabled for the rest of his life. Anyway, ladies and gents, I've got a phone call. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Speak soon. Oh, I mean about you. Speak soon, guys. Make sure you have a look at my page. Take care. One love. You guys.